In this video, I'm going to give you a complete tutorial of Google Drive so that you can start managing your important files and also know how to use it efficiently when working for clients as a virtual assistant. So even if you never used Google Drive previously, by the end of this video, you are going to know how to start managing files, creating folders, accessing other folders, sharing permissions, and collaborating with clients real-time using Google Drive. And Google Drive is a lot like Dropbox. Dropbox and Google Drive do the same thing. There are other alternatives, but these are the best ones. And I prefer Google Drive than Dropbox for several reasons. The first reason is we use Gmail and many other products from Google, so it makes more sense to me to just use Google Drive. And another thing is, if you are using the free version of Dropbox, they are going to give you only 2 GB of free storage. But if you are using Google Drive with the free version, they are going to give you up to 15 GB of storage. That 15 GB of storage is going to include your email, the emails you receive from Gmail. But the emails you receive are hardly going to reach 1 GB. So you are going to still have a lot of storage to work with. And in most cases, if you work for a client, they are going to share files with you and you are going to share files with them. And the files are not going to stay for a very long time. So maybe you are going to work on a file for 2 weeks, and when you finish with the file, you are going to delete it, so you are going to have enough space. You will not really need the pro version unless if you are doing some major things with it. So I'm going to share my screen now and we can get started. So now I am in the home page of Google Drive, and all you need to do in order to access this page is simply go to drive.google.com. You see it right here, drive.google.com. You are going to land on this page, but make sure you are logged into a Gmail account first. If you are not logged into a Gmail account, it will prompt you first to log in. So make sure you log into the Gmail account that you want to use, and you are going to see the logo here. If you hover over it, you are going to see the Gmail account that you are logged in. Any email account that you have, any Gmail account that you have its own personal Google Drive. So you can click this icon and switch between different Google Drive accounts. Right now we are in the home page, and you see it said home right here. And these are some files that I already have on this drive. If you never used it previously, this is going to be empty. If you have used Google Drive previously, you are going to see all the Google Docs, all the Google Sheet and folders right here. And this home tab, this is where we are going to see the recent files. If we come to my drive, we are going to see the items that we own. The difference between my drive and home is, in my drive, you are going to see the files and the folders that you own. In the home tab, you are going to see everything, including the items that are shared with you, most recent items, and generally everything. And my computers is going to be your computers. We are not going to worry about that. This tab, shared with me, this is, if you go to shared with me, you are going to see the folders and the files that other people share with you. So we can come back to home tab right now. This is just a simple navigation menu. This is a spam tab. If someone shares something with you and Gmail categorize it as spam, it will land here, or you can mark something as spam and it is going to be right here. And trash is where you are going to see the files you deleted. If I select this first one and I send it to trash, right here I move to trash. When I come to trash, I'm going to see it in my trash folder. If I want to retrieve it, I can simply click right here and restore or delete forever. If I do restore, it is going to go back to where it was previously. And anything that is in this folder for 30 days is going to be deleted permanently. So this is general navigation of how everything works. The first thing we are going to look at after the navigation is creating items. And if you want to create, let me give you an example. I previously worked for someone who have a large blog, and they have a content writer, a graphic designer, and publishing assistant. I am the publishing assistant, and when a content writer writes articles, they are going to upload it to the right folder. I'm going to take a look at them. If the articles need graphics, I'm going to send it to a different folder that a graphic designer is going to take a look at and make graphics. When the graphic designer makes the graphics, he is going to upload it to another folder. So this is a workflow that we probably previously worked with. Now I'm going to create this workflow and I will show you how it works. I'm going to start by creating a folder. I will click create new and I will choose new folder. And I'm going to name it article publishing process. And I will click create. Now the folder has been created right here. It is under my drive, and we can click and open the folder, and we can either right click and create a new folder, or we can use the button at the top. It's all the same. So I'm going to click new folder. I'm going to add 00 articles ready for review. I added the 00 so that they are going to be in the right order. I will click create, and I'm going to add another folder. Right click, new folder, need graphics, click create, and add another folder. Click create, and I will create the last folder. I'm going to name it published. So if we are working with multiple people, let's say I'm a project manager, we have an article writer. If the article writer writes an article, he will upload it here. And the person who is going to review the article is going to go in here, and when he go in here, he is going to see all the articles that are ready for review. And when he reviews the articles, he can move them to a different folder. I'm going to give you an example by adding some items in the folder first. Let me come back to home. Let's say these 2 items are articles that are ready for review. I can select the first one, hold shift and select the second one, and up here I'm going to click this 3 dot, and I'm going to make a copy, or maybe I can just move. I can just click organize and click on move, and I'm going to move them to that folder. So this is the folder right here, article ready for review. I click move. So now the articles, those 2 Google Doc are going to be in that folder. If I come to my drive, I go to the folder. If I open it right here, you see we have these 2 articles right here. So all we need to do in order to make sure everyone is going to be able to see the right items in the folder is to share the relevant access. I will come back right here. The project manager will need access to the root folder, meaning the entire folder and all the folders that are inside the main folder. So we will come back to my drive. This is the root folder. We will make sure that the project manager have access to it. I'm going to click this 3 dot and click on share again, and I will write the email address of the project manager. Let's say this is a project manager. They are an editor, so they will be able to make changes to the folder. If you make anyone an editor, they can organize, meaning they can move items from one folder to another. They can add folders, they can add files in the folder, and they can delete items. If you make someone a viewer, they can only see the folder and they can see what is inside the folder, but they cannot move anything, they cannot add other people, and they cannot delete anything. If you add someone as a commenter, they can view everything and they can make a comment on anything, but they cannot delete or organize anything. So we are going to leave it like this. If we leave this as checked, notify people, anyone that you added here, you can add multiple people's Gmail addresses. If you check notify, they are going to get notified. You can write a custom message that is going to be sent to them. And you can click here and you will be able to copy a direct link. As long as you add them, if you copy this link and send it to them, they will be able to directly access the folder. So we are going to click send. And now this person is going to receive an email notification, and when they log into their Google Drive, they are going to see this folder. When they open it, they are going to be able to see all of these folders. So this is the first thing with sharing access. The next thing that we are going to look at is sharing limited access. So if we have an article writer that we want the article writer to only be able to access this folder right here, then we will not give them access to the main folder. We will only give them access to this folder, and we can do it by clicking this three dot, share. We click share again, and we add their Gmail account, and we click share the same way we did previously, and you will be able to add them to this folder. When you add them to this folder, they can only see what is inside the folder that you added them right here. They are not going to see these other folders, and they are not going to be able to do anything other than what we give them access to. So this is how it works. Let's say the article writer write the articles and he upload them right here. Anyone who have access to this folder will see these articles. So he can right click and open it in another tab, something like this, or preview. And if they are good to go, the person who reviewed the article can move them to the next stage. So we can do organize and move, and the person can select a different folder. Maybe after I publish the articles, I can move them to this folder. So I will select the folder and do move. And you see, only the article writer have access to this main folder. But if we take the content, if we take the files from this folder and we move them to a different folder, you see everyone who can see what is in the next folder that we move the item to is going to be able to see it. So right now we are taking it away from ready for review and we are moving it to published. So anyone who have access to this published folder, they will see it when we move it to it. And anyone who have access only to this folder is going to lose access to this file. So this is how it works. We click move, and right now the article writer is not going to see the article again, but anyone who have access to this published folder, when they come in here, they are going to see it right here. And the good thing about using Google Drive is it is online. So you can share access with multiple people and you can all work with Google Drive all at the same time. You can have different files in different folders. You can share stuff, and anytime you can work with it, and even you can work with Google Drive in multiple computers. If you have one computer open right here, you have another computer open right here, you can work with it, open Google Drive here and open another Google Drive here, and you can work with it. That is the benefit of being online. You can work with it in real time with anyone around the globe. So the next thing we shall do is practice creating folders, practice adding files, add images, add videos, add anything to the folder, and share access to even your own personal Gmail account, and just to see how everything works. I hope you find this video helpful. If you want to learn more about how to use Google Docs, you can check out this next video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.